What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Schreiber Fantasy Battle Report. I got another battle report for you today. It is Dragon's Den, round number 2. Guys, if you guys watch my round number 1, I ended up playing Chris Irving, and I ended up winning against his OgreCon army, even though, in all fairness, I do believe he should have beat me. This is just a quote, or not a quote, a note for my first game. I do believe Chris Irving could have beat me, but I think he was more scared of the player than the army, and I think that actually worked against him. I think that he was more afraid that I could outplay him versus him just beating my army, which he had the tools to beat my army, in all fairness. But going into round 2, I got a game against Phil Blake. Now, this is the first real game I've ever gotten against Phil Blake. I played Phil Blake, I believe, like once or twice on Universal Battle, and I beat him pretty big that game, but that was back like 2 Buckeyes ago. And then ever since then, I've just kind of been running into Phil at ETC and at these tournaments. So this is actually the first time I actually play Phil in person. Now, if you guys don't know, this is Gym Shorts on the forums. Also on Universal Battle, this is Gym Shorts. And yeah, let's go over what he has. Let's go over what I have. And let's go over this game. This is Phil himself, by the way, for the record. And the guy in the background in the red shirt on the left side, that's actually my round 3 opponent. But anyways, moving on. We're gonna go over what he has, what I have. I can't even see my magic spells. It's so damn far from here, and for some reason I thought I could just read it. I could zoom in. I can't zoom in. I know that. Can't zoom in on my movie editor program. I can zoom in on my phone, but I'm not even gonna look it up on my phone. Anyways, over here you can see we're playing in circles. So I believe. Is he taking first turn, or am I taking first? I might be taking first turn, to be honest. I think I take first turn. I'm checking. Yep, I take first turn. Alright, so I take first turn, so I dropped everything. So he's basically trying to figure out how to counter-deploy against me. I have my Savages on the left, Black Orcs on the right, or middle, and then my Force Goblins on the right. And then I have the Chariots and the Spiders on the right. One spider. Crom in the middle. Now, part of this strategy was to... basically because that building's in my way, so I was just going to have the Savages walk around the building. I'm having a problem with that with my Horde armies, I'm going to be honest with you. When I played last year I had a when I was winning tournaments, I was playing with like Koopa, 2 Spiders, Zod, and then like only 1 small brick of Savages, but then I did play the Horde of Goblins, and the Horde of Goblins was basically a centerpiece. It would just sit in the middle and nobody would really mess with it, and then I could just kind of move and shoot as I needed to. And then the Savages, I really didn't care if they did anything because they were a scoring unit for me. So when I was winning tournaments, a lot of my units that were doing most of the damage for me were small mobile units. And right now, since I'm playing bricks, I'm having problems with terrain, and terrain becomes a bigger issue with bricks. That's something I really have to think about in my next list, if I want to continue doing something just like that. Anyways, that has nothing to do about this game. But anyways, as you can see, this house is going to be in my way. It's going to be hard to just maneuver around it. I probably could have put Crom on the left, but Crom is the BSB. I wanted to make sure he's in a good bubble range. Let's go over what my opponent had here. He has these 4 snakes. Now these are the ones with the armor, with the poison, and the close combat ones. What are they called? Cataphracts, I want to say. I think they're cataphracts. In the back, you can see he has some chariots. It's for a bigger unit of chariots. Over on this picture here, he has a bunker of skeletons. That's actually an ambushing unit of skeletons, 20 skeletons. They're holding his dragon egg. As I explained in the last video, the dragon egg gives you an extra battle point. So that's his battle point. What ends up happening, I'm going to just say it right now, is his battle point. Fuck it, I'll show you when it happens. He has 2 units of Shopti, the wolves, and the other guys. They both have bows, so they're shooting strength 5, AP 2, and then he has a bunch of divination spells to help him reroll stuff. There's the cataphracts. Over here, as you can see, these are his spells: Stars Align, Scrying, Fate's Judgment, and Unerring Strike. He also has Guiding Light, which is the attribute, and then Ancestral Aid from Evocation. He does have a bunker of skeletons in the middle right under his hand, and those skeletons are holding his general and his wizard. Yep. And he also has 2 units of scouting horses. Anyways, are my pictures out of order here? I think that picture's from way ahead of time. Anyways, let's go over turn 1. Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins, turn 1. Why is that there? Did I just place that there? I think I didn't even get a picture of my first turn movement. Anyways. Yeah, I don't have a picture of my movement. Anyways, I'm going to show you the picture of past the movement. As you can see, I moved the chariots up. Basically what I did was he put his chariots on the left side to just kind of ram the shit out of my savages. I don't really care if he does get his chariots into my savages. I just care if he gets his chariots and his cataphracts into the savages. And this becomes an issue too because he's outmaneuvering me because his range, his charge ranges are larger than mine. So I started moving Crom up because Crom could take a hit from any of the things out there except for the poison. I started moving my chariots up, and I'm expecting him to, especially with these close combat units, to kind of like, you know, countercharge me or whatever. He ends up really not doing any of that. He kind of just sits back there for a long time. As you can see, he does have a unit of scouts kind of one wide in between his snakes and his Shopti, and basically he's controlling the hill. This is a flag scenario, so one of the major mistakes I made, but this is kind of what I was thinking, was using my boar boys. I could have just hid my boar boys the whole game, but if I use my boar boys, if I hide him, he's just gonna pop the ambushing unit up, and then I'll probably struggle with that. Or he could probably just do like a magic missile that's probably far range into me, so that's an issue there. And then, yeah, that's how it looks. What I'm trying to do, really, in all honesty, is hide my spider. My spider's 965 points. So if he shoots me to death with his fucking 36-inch range bows, aspen bows, I'm pretty much screwed. I'm going to lose my wizard, 965 points. I'm pretty much going to lose the game. Knowing how this game went, I probably would have played it a little bit differently. But I ended up dropping a comment on my magic. My magic ended up dropping a comment right there by his bunker, by his Shopti. I really want to just lower how many wounds he has, and knowing that he can't heal too fast if I'm hitting everybody. For his turn, nobody charges. He basically backs up. Magic, he ends up doing an unerring strike onto my chariots, killing off one of the chariots. It doesn't cause a panic, though. These guys start shooting into my savages, kill off one savage, and then he starts shooting into my chariots because my spider's out of range, do 2 wounds. These guys over here start shooting into my boar boys, kill off 3 boar boys, and that's about it. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins, turn 2. Orcs and Goblins, turn 2. I moved the boar boys up, and kind of the reason for this was if he charges in with his Shopti, I could countercharge with my spider. His cataphracts can't charge me, and I really don't care if he doesn't charge me, or if he moves around or finagles or does whatever. I was just going to charge the scouts to just bait his scouts out. It's kind of a dumb move. It had its purpose, but I'm losing one of my flags right here. Magic, I can't even read what the fuck I had. It looks like a number 2. Yeah, it looks like a number 2. Anyways, I go ahead and I do a pyroclastic flow. End up killing off 4 of the scouts here, but missed the last one. That really fucking hurt. That's all I wanted to do, was just kill that fucking scout. The comet does not come down, but basically gives him another room to just move around and do whatever he needs to do. And it looks like I killed one of the snakes. How did I kill it? Probably a hand of heaven. I want to say it was like a hand of heaven or something. I just killed one of the snakes here. Yeah. Anyways, let's go over turn 2. Undying Dynasties. Undying Dynasties, turn 2. So, again, he doesn't move. He kind of backs up. He kind of just sits where he's at. Oh, actually, it was the comet. Sorry, the comet did come down and killed one of the snakes, and that's all it really did. Didn't even kill a fucking horse. God damn it. Anyways, so turn 2, he just basically sits back there, and that's when I'm realizing he's never going to advance. He does charge here into my boar boys, whatever. And that was the other thing. I was going to countercharge with my chariots, but he ended up moving the scorpion right in front of the chariot, so I really can't do that. These guys are going to go ahead and start, or this is Magic. Magic ends up putting an Ancestral Aid onto his bows. He does raise his horses back there, and yeah. Oh, was that the scorpion? I'm trying to figure. Yeah, he put a scorpion up there. That's interesting. Anyways, shooting. He's gonna start shooting to my savages. Kills off a couple more savages. These guys end up killing off my boar boys, and he basically just reforms to face like this. It's gonna start off my turn. Orcs and goblins turn 3. Orcs and goblins turn 3. I'm gonna go ahead and call it the log. And now I'm gonna charge the chariots into this guy because I kind of need to get out of the way of this other counter charge. And what I do is oh no wait, what the fuck? Where are all these pictures? My pictures are all out of order, guys. Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. Why are my pictures out of order? I did charge those. Okay. Did I call it the wog? I don't think I did call it the wog. I think that picture's out of order, to be honest. Sorry. Sorry. Charge here. That's all that really happens. Yeah, there was no wog charge. Sorry. So I moved the Black Orcs up into the forest. Basically, I realized he's not going to come at me, so I could come at him. Move the savages up and move my idol up, but I'm getting a little too close for comfort with the idol. Go ahead and move I didn't charge his Shopti with my spider like I wanted to because he has too many buffs up on them. He has rerolls to hit and stuff, and they're like strength. I think they're strength 5. They might be strength 4 though. Strength 4. I think I could charge no problem, but I think he might have put perception of strength up. I don't remember. Anyways, magic, I end up doing a hand of heaven onto these guys. Do 2 wounds. Over here I do a pyroclastic flow, try to kill off the damn scorpion, only do 1 wound. Over here, Impact this didn't kill this thing. He ends up killing one of my chariots, but I end up just like killing him with the grind. Yeah, that's about it. It's gonna start off his turn 3. I was gonna say vermin. Undying Dynasties turn 3. Get this fucking bar out of my way, damn it. There we go. Undying Dynasties turn 3. Undying Dynasties turn 3. He still doesn't move forward. He basically still sits back there. He's still going to gunline me to death. And that's what he's doing. He's doing a good job at it. I start shooting shots into my idol. Ends up doing 2 wounds. I think this was the... What is that called? That magic, that unerring strike. Not unerring strike. The other one. Fate's Judgment. Fate's Judgment. He shoots my chariots, kills my chariots with these bastards, and that's about it. It's going to start off turn 4, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 4, Orcs and Goblins. I have to charge this fucking scorpion that's in my way, chaffing my Black Orcs. And I just basically start moving up ahead a lot more aggressively and move my Forest Goblins. Forest Goblins could take anything on the right side, to be honest, but they probably need help with the Shopti. But if he charges me, I'm going to be initiative 4, but he's not charging. That's the problem, is I'm not using that... I was spending so much time worried about counter charges, but he never gave me counter charges because he never was planning on charging to begin with. Magic ended up getting a Wrath of God off, and a Hand of Heaven fails, but the Wrath of God, I get it off, and I end up throwing it in like the middle of the field. You'll see it in a minute. It's going to start off his turn 4. I threw it right under his block, and I was trying to hope that he might have moved because of it being there, and I'm really just trying to get his 2 scout units, his 2 his 2 skeleton horse cavalry units. Anyways, for movement, he ends up moving one of the scouts right in front of my Forest Goblins and my Black Orcs. He ends up, I don't even know where he moves the other one. You'll see it in a second, I guess. Yeah, he moves the other one over here in front of Crom. He doesn't want me charging. He's still chaffing me. That's how it looks right now. Magic, he ends up doing a Fate's Judgment onto Crom, does a couple wounds. I'm letting these go because I really have to stop Unerring Strike, which hurts a little bit more than Fate's Judgment. I hope that he rolls low like a 1 or 2. No, he rolls like a 4 or 5 every time. And then the Comet comes down. Comet comes down, kills off a couple of his Cataphracts, ends up killing off a couple of his Shopti and his bunker. But the most important thing is the Comet got a huge reach and hit his scouts and kills his scouts in front of the Black Orcs. The other ones just missed out. Now I'm going to call it the Wog. Now it's turn 5, and I charge my Spider and my Forest Goblins into his Shopti over there. They both get in, by the way. I think the Black Orcs were just out of range of getting anything good. Magic, I end up getting a 5 on the Flux. Go ahead and I give Cleansing Fire onto my Wizard here. Onto Chigo, and he gets Strength 5 on that too. Go ahead and I do Smite the Unbeliever on those bastards, make them lower toughness, so that way I'm hitting them on, wounding them on 4s. And then over here I had to kill this chaff with my savages. Savages will destroy this chaff, but get really close. Over here, close combat with the Smite the Unbeliever, with the Cleansing Fire. I really didn't kill as many as I thought I was going to do. I think I got a really low roll on the Cleansing Fire, like a 3 or some shit. He ends up killing a bunch of my Forest Goblins. And in all fairness, I still win combat, but not by much. It's going to start off his turn 5. Well, so now he does the counter charges. At turn 5, he does the counter charges. He charges his chariots, charges the cataphracts, charges his Shopti onto my my savages, and he's gonna get in. Boom, 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 boom. All right. These guys are just staring at my black orcs. Not much I could do about it though, because it's about to be turn 6. Magic. He ends up doing an unerring strike, killing Crom. Goes ahead and does Stars Align because I had to stop this shit, but couldn't stop shit for the life of me. Gets it off here. And these guys just rip apart my fucking savages. I mean, fucking rip apart my fucking savages. It was disgusting. It was just disgusting. I was thinking the whole time I'm going to be steadfast. No, no, no. He got way too many attacks in and just destroyed my savages. Go start off turn 6, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 6, Orcs and Goblins. Go ahead and I do another Cleansing Fire onto my Chigo, but it's only straight 3 this time. Go ahead and do another Smite the Unbeliever. It goes off again. And I'm going to go ahead and start attacking his unit. It becomes a grind. He's killing enough Forest Goblins where I'm not getting enough attacks back. Luckily, Chigo's in there, and Chigo's start taking out guys, and I end up eventually just destroying the unit. I just destroy the unit. It looks like he only got 7 wounds off. I think I lowered his strength, to be honest, this time. Then I had rerolls to hit, and then I had the rerolls to hit helped out big time, and since he only killed off 6, he just crumbled to death. But that's all I really got. I moved my Black Orcs all the way over to the other end. But I don't think anything could really help because he's just running. He's playing the flag scenario. He's running away like I should have. And turn 6, basically everything just ran out of line of sight of my Black Orcs. Nothing really happens. That's kind of how the game was. Oh man, sorry, I'm really tired, guys. I've been working way too much, way too much, and it's been leaving me a lot less energy and just really tired all day, every day. And there goes a shy ambulance, guys. Guys, I have a lot of shit on the table still, but he did kill my savages. He did kill my boar boys. He did kill Crom. And that gets him the win. I believe it was like a 13-7. Then I think it was a 13-7, but he got originally 2 extra points for having his dragon egg and killing. No, he didn't kill my dragon egg. My dragon egg's there. But after I talked to I don't know how this works. I think it was a 15-5. I think it was a 15-5, and I got 1 extra point because I ended up keeping my dragon egg, but I should have got 2 extra points because his dragon egg technically ambushed on too late. It didn't matter though. Like 1 point would have made me play a different opponent, but it really didn't matter. I mean, playing this guy for the second time, I think that my approach would be different. I should have been different with him. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, thinking that he was going to make charges. He never made any charges till the end, which was more guaranteed charges. And that's just being unfamiliar with my opponent, not knowing where he's going to go. Because some people love to charge, some people would love to sit back. And knowing that he likes to sit back a little bit more, and seeing where he was scared shitless of my army. He came up to me when we started the game, and he's like, I don't want to fight. And he's like, you're the one army I didn't want to fight. I gave you a big red matchup when I was looking at the lists. And which is just interesting to me because I don't see that I have the tools to take out all his close combat units, to be honest. I have the tools to take out a couple, and especially with Divination. Divination is so strong that it'll rip apart my spider, rip apart Crom. It did rip apart Crom, and then it gives all these buffs for bonuses for close combat. So it's really tough to fight Divination, I believe. But overall, I don't think I did horrible, but it does not put me in a good spot. And for the record, I did lose to a guy named Phil in Philly. Just putting that out there, because it doesn't happen just once. If your name is Phil, I probably lost to you while I was in Philadelphia. Anyways, MVP, I really don't have an MVP. I would have to probably give it to Chigo, because Chigo did something. He killed the unit of Shopti, gave a couple comments, but I think Thaumaturgy was a bad match for this. I think if I had Pyro, On this matchup, it would have made a big difference. And I think that's kind of something I need to start looking into, is getting Pyro in my list more often than not. But yeah, I think Pyro would have done the trick. Anyways, I haven't really done the points on how much points damage I've done against the armies that I'm playing against, but at the same time, I'm just trying to get these battle reports out there so I could go ahead and get them moving before I go to Mountain Mayhem next weekend. So guys, hope you enjoyed this battle report. Sorry I'm kind of like yawning and tired and all that crap. It's not my normal thing. I know Phil probably listened to this and was like, wow, he didn't yell as much as people talk about, but I'm just really tired. Anyways, I gotta get to work, and I have to eat and other stuff, and I gotta work on my comic book. Alright guys, so till next time, take care and peace.